Okay, we have arrived at the entrance of the Waku Shrine. Lika, what's up with this nasty blizzard? The day of darkness. This day comes only once in every 100 years. Now it's upon us again. That's why the monsters are making the blizzard even fiercer. And Oki, how could he be so irresponsible at a time like this? He destroyed the gate here on his way to the Waku Shrine. What? I tried to stop him, but he was waving the Kutane sword about, and he was going through the gate before I could do a thing. Now Kamui can freeze over whether the eclipse comes or not. Oki suddenly disappeared after we defeated Orochi. Never thought he'd come here and do something like this. I bet he just wants to steal all the glory for himself. No, Oki's not like that. I understand why he took the divine sword Kutane. He is trying to do what was right for the village. When the two demons got violent at the shrine in Ezufuji, it was Oki who came to Kemu's rescue. Huh? I thought Samiko was the one who saved old man Kemu. Oki acted as bait so that Kemu and Samiko could escape. They survived because Oki acted as their shield and fought for them. Oki is the strongest among us, but even so, he was no match for them. He was lucky to come home alive. Wow, that's quite a feat surviving a battle against two demons. But he was angry he couldn't defeat the demons, so he took the sword and left the village to fight again. I know it's unforgivable that he stole the sword like that, but he was just trying to do the right thing. All he cares about is doing what's best for the village. It won't be long before the eclipse makes the sun disappear, and the volcanic incantation doesn't start Ezufuji erupting. Kamui will get colder until it freezes over completely. Please, Lika, we're relying on you to make this work. Oki always told me what kind of Owina he wanted me to become. He told me to be a good Owina and use my power to help everyone. You think it would help everyone if I prayed like I always do? Who cares about this stupid blizzard? I'm gonna pray for our mountain to come back to life! That's my girl. Now let's go, my little warrior. If you don't start the incantation soon, it'll be too late. Technically, they're gonna be starting it now. If you go to the altar, you'll see Lika praying, but we're not going to do that. Instead, we're going to enter this gate and go into the Waku Shrine. We're really going to go through there, Ami? The ruins of the Waku Shrine lie within Ezufuji. It's a strange place discovered by the people of Webkir long ago. At the peak lies an altar with the statue of the twin demons, and the trail up there is littered with odd contraptions. The twin demons are known as Lechku and Nechku. Their altar statues came to life and terrorized this land long ago. They were defeated and imprisoned by a legendary Owina hero. But it seemed that they have broken free and are once again wreaking havoc. This can't just be a coincidence. I mean, remember what that no-good Ninetales said? You know, something about Yami, ruler of the land of darkness? I don't know exactly who this Yami character is, but all sorts of strange things started happening once Orochi returned. Who knows if this mountain shrine has anything to do with all that, but I think we need to be extra careful this time. Yeah, the Waku Shrine basically has a lot of other contraptions in here. Now, Oki, I forgot to mention this at the beginning. Oki is a character based off of a character in mythology. I forgot his name. You'll see up on screen what his name is. He basically traveled to this land in the northern island of Japan. I forgot what that name is. You'll see up on screen what that name is as well. And he taught the natives up there how to fish and how to hunt. So that's basically how the story is. Now there's some evidence. There's some beliefs. There's some people who've told this story of mythology believe that Oki and Samiko, who is also part of this legend, was actually Ushiwaka no Yohitsune and his partner Benkei. Some people believe that, and I could actually see why they would believe that. We have to deal with that ice physics over here, and someone just walked in the door while I'm recording. Anyways, digging up here, we get... This first one is a stray bead. I kind of wanted to get the second, but oh well, force of habit. Anyways, digging this up, should hold ruby tassels. Yeah, the only one of its kind in the game, of course. And that person just left. And he's going inside here. Oh, wow, epic voice. Going here? Yeah. Going inside this place. This place I always thought looked very fascinating. There are a bunch of odd contraptions in here. In fact, this whole dungeon is like a gigantic clock with a bunch of other gizmos and gadgets. There's even a slot machine later in the dungeon. But for right now, we're going to go in here and fight these Namahage that we haven't seen in a very long time. We haven't seen in like 5 episodes or so. And again, I think this is episode 63, if I'm not mistaken. Wow, 1 strike killed them. That was cool. It's 12,000 yen, okay. Now going through here, this dungeon is unlike the other dungeons in Zelda games like Twilight Princess, where you hardly use your dungeon items outside of the dungeon you get them in. This dungeon has you use some of the most early brush techniques that you'll ever get in the game. Now going through here, this is some type of scale in here, but what we have to do is take these mini saplings and put them on the scale, both of them. And once we do that, melt these ice things, and the scale will activate once you melt the ice. And that activates 2 of those things. And now, what the game or something? Not a game. A puzzle. Now we have to not win. Now we have to bloom those trees. We don't get any praise from blooming those trees because we can power slash those trees to revert them back into their sapling form. But once we do that, we are able to use wind here. Another early brush technique that we got in the first third of the game. Unfortunately, this is for the sake of ball pushing physics. So yeah, there's no joy out of this at all for me. And this is probably one of, if not the last time you'll ever need to use ball pushing physics for the rest of the game. Well, to be fair, this is the last dungeon of the game, so yeah, I can see why. Vengeance Slip in here, I knew that was going to be there before I opened it up. Yes, I should not know what these treasure chests hold. Then again, I played this game at least 17 times, so yeah. That just proves how little of a life that I have. Playing the same video games over and over again, that's literally what I tend to do. It's just a hyper-focused fixation that I just can't help. I really don't adjust well to new things. I really just deal with like a lot of other stuff in the old. I really just deal with like all the old stuff in my life. Anyways, right here we have to use fire to melt this ice. And we get to use water spout to get up here. There we go. If you just use water spout right after hovering above to the top of that area over there, you will be okay. You will actually get to travel to where you need to go. Or, I mean, you'll be able to get up here faster. What the hell am I trying to say? So much. What? How is that wind? Anyways, I also love how you need to use Catwalk here. Another creative use of a brush technique that we got a little earlier in the game. Well, even though this is the third to last brush technique that we'll ever be getting in the game. And all these things. This is yet another use of a great brush technique. Another creative use of a brush technique. You get to use Veil of Mist to slow down the projectiles that come over your way. What?
how the hell did I use wind? Well, to be fair, it's actually kind of a good thing that we got down here, because over here we get an etched glass. And there's something else that we need to get down here. Now that I'm over here, I might as well show you that I believe the chest... Yes, it is. This chest over here holds the final silver pocket watch in the game. The final of 5 silver pocket watches is right there. I can't go through it. What the heck? Anyways. Here we go. Whee! There we go. Using the water spout while I'm right on top of it. It helps me go up much faster in the game. Aw, come on! I at least hope the catwalk held. No, it did. No, it did not. I believe it goes away after you've... I believe it despawns when you've gotten too far away from it. I don't know exactly how this works. I guess what you're supposed to do is keep spamming Veil of Mist. Ow! That seriously hurt. Ow! Come on! Can't afford to screw this up again, otherwise I could get screwed into a ditch. Just like in Super Mario 64. I still can't believe my best friend just finds the fact that this is a catchphrase really funny. Anyways, out of ink. Good. Step on this switch. What the fuck just happened? Okay. I'm gonna go back there to see what... Why? Okay, I hope I really don't have to go all the way down back here, because if I do, I get screwed. I've never seen that before in my life. I don't even know how I got there. Anyways, I believe around here... Let's hope I don't have to fall back down. Okay, good. Ah! Fuck! I don't think I'll be able to get back up there. Shit. I'll be right back. Okay, good. It fixes itself. Thank God. If it didn't fix itself, I would have been pissed, because you wouldn't. I probably wouldn't have been able to go any farther. Oh my God. I am so glad that fixes itself. Anyways, going through here, we have a useless golden gate because there's a save mirror right here. And now that we're done with that, I don't know why it took me that long to talk. Ah, what? Wait, what did I go through? You're gonna have to keep spamming Veil of Mist as long as you're on these freaking things. Because up here is a Kutani pottery that you do not want to miss. Well, even though you are able to come back, and that is not missable, but you still want to get it as early you want to get it as immediately as you can, obviously. Anyways, we're actually outside, if you can believe that. I don't think drawing the sun or the moon works. Let me just check. I'm just very curious. Oh, it does work. But I don't think it turns into day or night here. Just going over here, there's a bunch of ice physics in this battle area over here. Oh, nice, igloo turtle. Nice! The Thunder Edge makes fighting these guys a lot easier. What? Oh. I don't know what happened there. Ah, damn it, I didn't draw fire completely enough. Let alone in time. Okay, blooming this should give me a clover that revives 40 praise or 30? Okay, it's still 30. He's over here. Whoa, stop, Ami. It tells us those are burning platform spiders. Now, the way we can stop them right now is freezing them, but you cannot... They have another weakness, but it doesn't work right at the moment. But going over here, we have this sort of machine over here. But before we do that, we have a new enemy to fight. The last new enemy in the entire game that only makes an appearance 3 times. This is called a Great Tengu. Their floral finisher is the last brush technique that we have not yet collected. And we will be collecting it almost immediately after getting this guy. Anyways, what you want to do here, this thing is extremely weak to exorcism slips. Use exorcism slip M on this right now, and boom, blows up. Yes. Yeah. Going through here, you have a cherry bomb that you need to blow up right here. Oh, what? Ha! I forgot the hitbox for the cutscenes recognition. Anyways, Ami, look, check out this big contraption. It's got a nasty blizzard blowing right out of it. There's no good demons. We gotta stop it now. Your techniques should be up to the test. I mean, this contraption doesn't look all that complicated. It really isn't. Oh, hey, the cherry bomb's still there. That's funny. Anyways, we have, I believe, the last... Oh, yeah, another instance of wind. 2 piles of leaves there. The first piles of leaves you'll ever have to blow out since before defeating Order Chief for the first time. Blow them away. I actually have this memorized. So yeah, this combination will stay the same no matter what playthrough you go through. And this is I believe oh no, it's not the last evil tree in the game. It's one of the last. Bloom, damn it! Thank you. Anyways, there are no other treasure chests in here, and every time you go in here, it'll make it look like it's sunset, but it's not. Anyways, what you have to do is use... You can't power slash this just yet, because it's useless. What you have to do is use fire on it first. Alright. What you're supposed to do here is use Veil of Mist, but I never do that. I like doing this instead. Bam. I find that more effective and less inconsuming. That thing is finally free, and the blizzard has stopped. Yeah, we found it, and it's almost the end of the game. I'm not kidding. I would like to introduce you to the final brush god. Itegami. Oh, wow, totally ruined it. I think I know why. First time I drew all the dots incorrectly. First time I drew this incorrectly while having to draw in all the dots. At long last, the 13th and final brush technique.
Amaterasu, origin of all that is good and mother to us all. In your absence, I took shelter here, only to become trapped. Beings of evil defile the world with impurity and darkness. Like a mighty snow flurry, I, Itegami, god of ice, have returned. I grant you the ability to freeze your foes to absolute zero. I am the last of the 13 gods you sought. You now possess the power to put an end to the evil forever.
The 13th and final brush god is Itegami. That means we finally recovered every brush technique we lost. Whoa, check out Itegami, Ami. Now, what Isun is pointing out is my favorite cutscene in the game. We have obtained Divine Instrument, Solar Flare.